up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we're gonna go over the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, February 24th. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome, guys. Go ahead and slam that subscribe button, hit the like button to keep us motivated on coming every single week. This watch list video we actually do every Tuesday night, so I think there's actually an alert button you can click and you can keep up with us. We actually post this around 8 o'clock every Tuesday night, and we go over 3 to 5 hot OTC stocks that we're watching for the next morning. If you guys really like what we got going on, you can check out our app. The app that's been in development for a year and a half is finally out, and you guys can check us out live right now on every single app store. Even though today was a red day, we actually had a couple nice bags. You know, Nixer Shark got a nice one on a sub-penny stock midday, a little bit over 700. So it's exciting. Every single day there's a lot of stocks moving. But what's great about this game is every single day is a learning opportunity, win or loss. You know, you're able to take it in at the end of the day, and that's what's good about these watch lists, which we come out with every night on the app. And also every Tuesday, you can check us out live here, where we go over these stocks when everything is finally shut down, it's calmed down, and we can finally lock in now and look at these stocks that made good movements throughout the day, because there's so many. You know, when you're trading with us, you'll see the Sniper Scope alone, that Power Hour watch list at 3 o'clock, which Mike had a great video on, make sure you check that out. That alone has 5 stocks on it. So there's so many stocks to talk about. So what's nice about this watch list, gives you a nice refresher for the morning so you can get prepped and really lock in on a few. We got cash and we're ready to lock in for these stocks, ready to see if we can see some opportunity tomorrow. Let's see what we got for tomorrow morning. We're gonna talk about the stocks we got. We got a small list tonight, so it should be quick. First stock we're gonna talk about is NGTF, which is a first green day with news. And this is actually pretty exciting news for an OTC stock, because they actually said that they announced a distribution with Walmart. So they got a little distribution deal with Walmart that's starting in the spring this year. So when an OTC stock partners up with a big company like Walmart, any billion-dollar company like this, you usually see that it gets some attention. And you know, these OTC stocks are smaller and they're known to be speculative plays. So when other investors get a hold of this, you know, you never know. You might see some excitement. So we'll keep an eye on this. It did not hold into the close, so we actually are not in it right now, but we're just watching it. Let's read why it's on the watch list. We said it's the first green day from announcing the partnership with Walmart for their distributing their spring line. This was big news for this OTC stock. And it spiked from 22 to 32 in the morning. So it got a very nice 10-cent spike in the morning. We're diving into the 1-day, 1-minute chart. After that, as you can see, it was starting to approach the multi-month resistance, which is that multi-month breakout here of 34 cents. As you can see, it hadn't been at 34 cents since March last year. So almost a year that it hasn't been there. And then going back to the 1-day, 1-minute, when it breaks it, as you can see, it broke it here midday. It made another nice move, and this move went from 34 breakout to 42. It got up to 42 where it topped out, we said, and then NGTF did dip into the close, so that's why we actually stayed away from it. But we're going to keep an eye on it to see if it could continue, because it actually did close right at that breakout spot of 34, if you noticed that. So let's see if it could stay above that breakout spot to see maybe if it gets a little bit more volume and some excitement tomorrow or later on in the week. You know, we'll definitely keep an eye on it. It's got that good news with Walmart. So let's see. GGTTF. This is a cannabis stock, actually. It's an OTC cannabis stock that is approaching the 52-week breakout. So we're going to keep an eye on it to see if it can come up to this breakout spot, which is 63.48. It's another one where it didn't line up with anything perfect for us to buy. You know, as you saw, the market was really red today, so we were really on our toes playing defense. There was a lot of gap downs this morning, and even today there was a weakness into the close, so we decided to stay away. Even with this stock, we decided to stay away. It didn't really reach that breakout point, so we weren't really interested. And today we saw a lot of gap downs when the market opened red. So if we see a lot of gap downs, at least we'll be on the offense for our next group of stocks, which we're going to talk about, which is the panic dip buys. But for this stock, as far as GGTF, had a strong first green day, and it is coming up to that breakout. So let's see. We'll just be watching for a potential continuation. If it can continue that uptrend, you know, this is the 1-day, 1-minute chart. Let's see if we can get it back above that 62 resistance, and the next resistance after that is the 52-week breakout. So we'll just be keeping an eye on this one. The last group, guys, is a group of 4 OTC stocks, and we grouped them together because they're all in there for the same reason. They're on there for panic dip buy watches, and these panic dip buys are a little bit different than the overextended panic dip buys that we like to watch. A lot of these were on the panic dip buy list when they were overextended. One example that we're going to talk about out of the 4, let me bring up the 4 first. ABML, KNOS, BRLL, and GAXY. All these 4 closing red today. So again, being a little bit different than those panic dip buys from overextended plays. BRLL, the example that I'm talking about, this one was on the watch list for a panic dip buy when it got overextended, making this move all the way from 18 cents to 85. It was on the panic dip buy the next day when it gapped down. As you can see, it panicked all the way to 42 before bouncing back to 64 cents. So this one has had a lot of range, especially recently, you know, with the run up. You gotta love these OTC stocks when they have volatility, and all these 4 stocks look very similar, where they've had these big run ups to start the month. And now, you know, as things are starting to turn around, you're seeing multiple red days. And with BRLL, we're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red days. Check out all these other 3 stocks. You're going to see multiple red days. So now that we're watching for panics, where are we watching them to panic to? We're watching for them to panic to long-term support spots. They do have long-term support because they ran up so much. These are each down over 30 to 40%. This one is down over 60% from its peak. So if it panics even more from here, you know, if it opens up with the gap down and panics another 25, 50%, these gotta be ones that interest you. And if that happens, let's look at these key spots. All right, with BRLL, we like this spot down here at 1348, which was the original breakout. With ABML, we also like the panic down here to the original breakout spot, which is 160. As you can see today, it actually made that panic down there and had a beautiful bounce, bouncing off that breakout spot. So that is a good support there. And then with KNOS, which actually recently came out with that, and then with KNOS, which actually recently came out with some good news a couple days ago to have this breakout and run up from 8 cents all the way to 29 cents, and now it also is on a downtrend. This one, if it panics, we like the support down here at 7.1. And then last but not least, GAXY. This is a lot of people's favorites, but now it's got a lot of bag holders in it after this gap up and all these red days coming down. So if this one panics even more, as you can see at its peak, it was up here in the 8.3s. It is now 50% down. So if it panics even more, we like the multi-day support down here in the 2.5 area. So let's see with all these. My sniper team, everybody who is on the app, much love, guys. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys all for reaching out with all the love. And we already got a bunch of reviews on the App Store, so thank you guys for that. For my YouTube team, we'll be back here next Tuesday night. Again, if you like what we got going on, check out our website, www.thestocksnipers.com. You can sign up there and get a login to the app. You can go ahead and trade alongside us right there in the chat room with the team. So hoping I can see some of you guys there. Everybody else, we'll see you guys here next week. Much love. Sniper Nick is out.